Hello everyone, I'm Kazi Rabeya ME and I'm working with Oxfam in Bangladesh. Today I will be presenting our experience of addressing the unpaid care work issue throughout our work, by which we are ensuring the women's participation in different aspects of their life, that means social, political and economic aspects. As all you might have known that Oxfam is a global movement of people working together to end injustice of poverty. That means we tackle the inequality that keeps people poor. Through inequality, we refer to the uneven distribution of power and resources among people and group based on class, religion, age, disability, etc. The inequality lens acknowledges the interconnection between these multiple dimensions of inequality and consistently asks who does and does not have access to power and resources and why. In Oxfam, we follow some feminist principles. We support transformative change through which we seek the changes to the historical power imbalance between women and men. We recognize the power and privilege. Through this approach, we shine light on the patriarchy, which is a system of power that maintains the unequal distribution of power and privilege between men and women all across the globe. We put women's rights actors in the center of our work, and of course, we honor context and complexity through highlighting the need of context-specific strategies. You all might have known that the unpaid care work remains the barrier to reaching the gender equality, and it reinforces discriminatory gender stereotypes that forces women to stay at home and limits their participation in the public sphere. The unequal burden of unpaid care work on women and girls contribute to the persistent gender gap in labor force participation, activity rates, and wages. Being a right-based organization, Oxfam is committed to promote women's rights to participate equally and fully and enjoy equal control in the economy. Lately, through several participatory research work led by Oxfam, it has been identified that women's heavy and unequal responsibilities to care work is hindering women's participation in economic activities. Moreover, based on the research to make the care visible, Oxfam has developed rapid care analysis and household care survey tools to understand the extent and implication of unpaid care work in women's and men's daily life. In Bangladesh, the care analysis has been conducted within ongoing resilience program, which is resilience through economic empowerment, climate adaptation, leadership, and learning. Based on the analysis and findings, Oxfam implemented socially, economically, and technologically adaptive interventions to reduce the care work. We designed materials to sensitize about household workload sharing, which eventually expand the opportunity of the poor women to participate more into the economic activities. We are following 4 principles to address the unpaid care work in our projects. So first R is recognition. We are, as I mentioned earlier, that we are conducting the rapid care analysis to ensure the recognition of unequal distribution of care work within the community. We are also conducting awareness through street drama, couple meeting, and awareness raising session. To reduce the burden of care work, we have introduced some of the technologies, which some of which you can see here in this picture. We have introduced biogas technology and LPG gas cylinder technology to reduce the cooking time. We have introduced ponds and filter and arsenic iron removal unit to address the salinity and the arsenic problem at coastal and Haur area of our country. We have popularized the solar power. We have introduced the attached toilet at the rural area, which has reduced the time for taking care of the elderly people of the family, and we have installed water points near home. Here in 2 pictures, you can see that the main member of the family is helping taking care of the children, and the other one is helping preparing food for the family members. So redistribution is our second R, and through which we are encouraging family members to share the care work burden. And through the last R, which is representation, we are trying to make this issue popularized at the national level to address this issue at the policy level, and so that this can be nationally recognized and redistributed and reduced. So we are developing the policy brief We are conducting union level advocacy workshops. At national level, we are facilitating the National Care Work Forum, which is consistent of different like-minded organizations and doing the advocacy with the government for changing the policies. And we are also conducting the inequality campaign at the international level through different Oxfam affiliates. We are also conducting different research and studies through our different projects. And this year we have developed one comic book, which is developed to raise awareness within the younger generation of our community. So throughout our work, transformation is happening. Here in this picture, you can see that the woman entrepreneur, she is running this hygiene center where they are producing the sanitary napkin at a low cost and selling this sanitary napkins to ensure the hygiene practices at the community level. This girl is the owner of owner of this shop and earning money for her family. This lady here, she is the owner of this milk chilling center, where this milk producer group members are coming with their milk product and selling to her, and she is selling to the wholesaler to ensure the fair price of their milk product. And this lady here, she is producing this handicraft product to increase income of her family. And this lady here, she is competing at the national level election this year from her community. So what changes we have made throughout our work, through our project? Initially, in our project, the target value was 40% of our targeted participant supposed to have access to the financial services through different interventions. In baseline, it was only 11.5% who had access to formal financial services, which is increased at 2%. In the midterm review, we have found that it has increased 2%, but if you consider the non-formal financial institutions like microfinance institution, it has increased almost double. We have also found that 12% women are now self-employed, and among them, 20% have a relationship with the bank, 49% have partnership with the different skill development training institute, 43% of them have a connection with the local market actors, and 13% have different connection with the dealers and company representatives. Here in the graph, you can see that the participation of men in the unpaid care work in the unpaid care work has been increased from 37% to 42%. You can see that the women's full freedom of movement outside home alone has been increased a lot, and the wage gap has been reduced at a huge level. Here I'm describing some of our success stories of our project. So this is Halima Begum. She is member of one milk producer group, and she started her farm with 2 cows only. Now she has 7 cows and calves, and she is producing 35 to 40 liters milk per day. So the project is facilitating 98 such groups at 13 of its working districts. The project is also facilitating producer groups like duck, dry fish, handicraft, sweet box, vegetable, chili, and maize, etc., where the women members are working and earning money for their family. And this is Rabeya Begum, and she is member of one of our youth group, and such youths are receiving vocational training on different trade like Rabeya Begum, and so far our project has been trained 300 such young women who are earning $150 per day on an average after receiving the training. And here you can see Nasrin Khatun, the owner of the sanitation center, and they are usually this work has been done by the men in our country, but through our project we have made this transformation that this owner of this sanitation centers are ladies. 3 ladies are the owner of this sanitation center, and they are earning $130 to $170 per month on an average. The project is facilitating 36 such sanitation centers and hygiene centers in 13 of its working area. Here you can see Rosina Akhtar, who has received the loan from the formal financial institution under the COVID-19 stimulus package declared by the government. And the project has facilitated around 450 women farmers to apply and receive this loan from different formal financial institutions. And she is Kohinoor Begum, and she has received the Joyita Award, which is a nationally recognized government award. And till date, 152 women leader of our project from different CBOs has received this national award. So this is how Recall project and all other projects of Oxfam is trying to make the transformative change in women's life through addressing the unpaid care work issue. Thank you for your patience and being with us.